So good news for one of the Marvel films that have been released recently. Thunderbolts officially grosses over twice as much as Marvel's biggest 60% Rotten Tomatoes box office bomb. I think we know where we're going with this one here. Released a couple of years ago, The Marvels marked something of a nadir for the once infallible Marvel Cinematic Universe. It emerged as the franchise first outright bomb. Yeah, it bombed so badly, ISIS and Hamas claimed responsibility for it. Now that's a bomb. The writing, unfortunately, was already on the wall. A few days before the film's release, Marvel put a trailer highlighting the connections to Avengers Endgame. You think like that alone would give it a big boost. But I was sort of writing on the wall already. Like I said, I liked the movie, but it looks like it was too woke. Or heard what I said, it's cursed with the W, being woke. Avengers Endgame, one of the highest grossing films of all time, eventually the Marvels became the series' first film to not recover its reported budget. The first that failed to crack the $100 million mark domestically. Ouch. Its performance was so poor that Thunderbolts, the franchise's latest installment, has already outgrossed it twice over. Keywords, latest installment. So the Thunderbolts wasn't there all that long. And this is what I have to say. With $160 million at the box office in just 20 days of release, Thunderbolts has generated roughly twice as much as the Marvel's $84 million lifetime domestic haul. The Marvel just about managed to pass $200 million milestone worldwide. While the Thunderbolts, on the other hand, is currently stirring up $331 million globally. Directed by Jake Schreier, Thunderbolts was produced on a reported budget of $180 million. So right now, they're on track of recovering that money, which happens to be on the lower end, especially when it comes to the genre. By comparison, the Marvels reported have cost over $260 million. So basically, the Thunderbolts got a way better chance of recovering the money than the Marvels. The Marvels cost almost like $100 million more, and there's no way they're recovering that money back. All they do is maybe through Disney Plus, TV show syndications over a period of time, but still, that's a lot of money lost in a short amount of time. What made it fairly all the more spectacular was the fact that its predecessor, Captain Marvel, cracked $1 billion. That's kind of sad. You think the first movie, which has Captain Marvel with Carol Danvers, cracked $1 billion. You think that alone should carry that. And in fact, it came on after the Avengers Endgame. That should carry that. But unfortunately, it fell down. It went from up to crash. I mean, I just haven't seen meteors fail down that hard. Woo. But the theatrical landscape changed drastically since then, especially for the MCU, which despite everything remains the biggest movie franchise in history. Yeah, the MCU. In the last 5 years, MCU have produced underperformers such as Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. I thought it came to be more like unbeatable and be beaten by Ant-Man, but I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. Captain America: Brave New World, I enjoyed that one too. The introduction to Red Hulk, I enjoyed as well. Is hoping to course correct with the upcoming Fantastic Four First Steps. My only problem is they have a female Silver Surfer, but I keep in mind though, they're from a different universe altogether. A retro futuristic universe. So I'm thinking like, okay, so I can't be too mad about that. The Silver Surfer in the 616 would be male, aka also Norrin Rad. But I'm not gonna lie, if you've seen the Thunderbolts, and you've seen the last trailer, the final trailer clip, you gotta be excited for that one. But a new Fantastic Four movie, First Steps, is upcoming, which leads to the next year's Avengers Doomsday. Yes, it's gonna be under a lot of pressure, but it's gonna be good. Plus, the Thunderbolts opened to positive reviews. The spoilers alert, folks. This is a spoilers alert. If you haven't seen the Thunderbolts, skip over this, see it. Otherwise, this is your first and final warning when it comes to possible spoilers. Thunderbolts introduced a brand new team of superheroes, or anti-heroes, so to speak, or even like villains. Let's think of these Thunderbolts, the DC's equivalent to Suicide Squad, in a way. Although several characters have appeared in past films such as Black Widow and Disney Plus' The Falcon Winter Soldier, the movie was headlined by Florence Pugh, and it has been having a solid run at the box office thanks to excellent reviews and positive audience response. It took an 88% Rotten Tomatoes score. It has an even better 98% audience score. So basically, they're outscoring the Marvels already, and supposedly Marvel will be a heavyweight when it comes to the influence of the MCU. In his review, Kalias Ross Boname describes it one of the most enjoyable, fun, and generally moving MCU films since Endgame. Well, that's he's really putting it on the line for this one here. That's a big deal. You can watch movie theaters and stay tuned for Collider for more updates. So I think that's a big deal. But the fact that with a short amount of time, the Thunderbolts have pretty much just beat out the Marvels. And the sad part is not like they had to wait a long time to beat out the Marvels. They did it in a relatively short amount of time. But folks, what are your thoughts of the Thunderbolts, especially compared to the Marvels? Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace.